to be doing, 8 hours a day of Zoom meetings. So you do a few Zoom meetings, just picture doing that 8 hours a day, and you'll know what the rest of us do. So I'm so happy that I'm able to be here with you today to celebrate what you've done this year and to hear your presentations and to know how much you've accomplished in this leadership program this year. The requirements in this program, as Rolando just went through, really help you develop your leadership skills, access peer and staff mentors, which is great for us. It helps you gain additional academic support, and it overall enriches your college experience by just being involved with college activities, interacting with other students and the staff who have different backgrounds, and then being able to travel across the nation to some relevant conferences, to interact with nationally known speakers on critical issues. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. And I'm so excited to be part of this with you and be part of the history of the 300 students that have been through this program before you. I was thinking back to my college days, which is very scary because it was 50 years ago that I went to college. Is that crazy or what? I graduated high school in 1970. So I sauntered off to college, and I was a first generation student from a very social, economic, low socioeconomic family, rural farmer kind of background, scared to death. And look at me now. I have 3 degrees. I'm here with you. And so anything is possible. If I can do it, you certainly can do it as well. So thank you for being part of this. I can't say enough about how much I enjoy my role with this. Along with, like Rolando said, about 100 other staff members over the years who have been mentors. This year, I was able to work with Alejandra and Hema, and I have witnessed the growth in them over the years. So thank you for interacting with me, Alejandra and Hema. You are a joy to work with, and I just love your enthusiasm. So one more thank you to all of you, and this comes from my heart as well as the heart of the other leaders in the colleges. Thank you, thank you, thank you for hanging with us in this uncertain, I should say, upside down, crazy end of a spring semester. It's certainly unlike any other in history, and it will continue to change our world in the future. College is never going to look the same. The world is never going to look the same. But your part in it, both now and in the future, are absolutely necessary to the growth of our nation and your families and our community and our college. So thank you. My wish for all of you is that you continue your learning journey. Whether you're graduating now and moving on to a career, learning never stops, or you're coming back to finish your degree next fall or over the summer, please, please, please don't give up. You can do it. I know you can do it. The staff wants you to do it. We'll do whatever we can to help you do it. So congratulations on a great year. And I'm so looking forward to hearing your presentation. So thank you for inviting me to say a few words. Back to you, Rolando.
Thank you, Dr. Ann. Thank you and Dr. Ann's been a part of this program for a while. So I appreciate that. I know the students appreciate all the staff too that have been involved and just the time and support and energy that you provide. That being said, I'm going to turn it over to the students. I know some of you guys are nervous, but as I was sitting here and actually had a time to breathe after kind of passing it to Dr. Ann, you can't do any worse than I did. As your host, we were having all these issues in the beginning. I hope that everything from here out is smooth sailing on my end in regards to technology and just internet. So Durr and I had the privilege of looking over the presentations earlier this week. For the most part, every single one looks different, which is kind of what we were asking for. Add your own uniqueness to it. and we did provide a little bit of feedback to some of y'all. But I think everything that we saw was great, and I know everybody else is looking forward to seeing those as well too. So I'm going to turn it over. Just one last thing I forgot to mention is the first group that I have coming up is going to be Peng's group, and once she shares her screen, obviously she'll have access to this, displaying her PowerPoint presentation. And then once she's done, the next group will go. The one thing that I asked for from everyone is if you have like praises, kudos, compliments that you would like to give, feel free to put them in the chat. Or I would also say wait until that group is finished presenting as well too. Okay, thank you.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. So we're just gonna kick it off with my presentation. Okay, so here we go. Oh no, now it's not gonna be nice to me. Okay, so who is my group? So my lovely staff mentor, Brad Piazza, I got a great chance to be able to know him. He's the VP of Learning, if you guys don't know that yet. And then I am I'm not the staff mentor, I'm the student mentor, and I'm in the surgical tech program. And then I have my lovely mentee here with me today. Unfortunately, she's at work, so she might leave a little bit early, and she's in the surgical tech program as well. Okay, so our lovely memories during this quarantine time. Zoom calls was basically what we had. Okay, so in this Zoom call, we were just updating ourselves on life, and we were just talking. And then I also got a great opportunity to attend the USHLE conference, and I had a really great experience. And when I talked to other people in my class about USHLE, they didn't know about it, so I just realized how great of an opportunity I had being in this MSc program. And then I'm going to hand it over to my lovely mentee, Jennifer.
Okay, so in this Zoom call, I was at work and I was explaining to Brad and Panga. Overhead, they heard the song "Ain't No Mountain High Enough." So at work, they play the song every time a COVID patient gets discharged to go home. So I was just sharing that with them, letting them know that the song was on a positive note, and Panga, like usual, was emotional about it. So that was that Zoom call.
Mary S. RN, you have a call at 170. Mary S. 170.
Okay, so moving on to the book. The book had a lot of great topics and interesting topics that was discussed, and the quotes that I'll be sharing with you guys today are the ones that really resonated with me, but I'll only be explaining one of the quotes that really hit home. So the second quote, I sometimes fall short of being the best, but I never fell short of giving it my best, really stuck with me because the people around me, especially in the MRC and MSMP, really emphasize that to me, even though they didn't directly say that. I always am down about myself, and I am never, I mean, I'm positive, but like whenever it comes to like education or just like my work ethic, I'm always negative. But the people in that I met through MSMP have really emphasized like, hey, like, you know, even though you don't think you did well, like you probably gave it your best, and that's all that matters. And that really stuck with me. And so reading that quote is a better reason to be positive about my mistakes and my failures that I have come across. And the book has really opened my eyes to be a better person, and to understand and realize that my growth as a person will always continue, and that I'm never going to stop learning and making mistakes. So I just have to accept that. And then now I'm going to turn it over to my lovely mentee.
So these are the three quotes that I like, but the one that resonated to me was, sometimes all it takes is one person to make a difference. Being part of this group, I started last semester, and every mentor I had was awesome. Panga. She's very positive. She doesn't give herself enough credit. She's very positive. She always upbeat. A very nice person to be around, and being part of the group was very helpful. Rolando and Dur, they stay on you. They make sure that you're signing up for the scholarships. They're making sure that you're getting the work done, and making sure if your grades are falling short, then see what they can do and how they can help you, or is there anything kind of information they can bring to you to keep you afloat. I really do love this group. Like I said, this is my second time doing this. I tell everybody to stick with it. If you're gonna, as long as you're in school, stay in this group. And the book was very positive. I liked it. To me, I take from it being organized, which I'm not. And it also tells me that no matter what goes on in life, just keep fighting, keep going, keep pushing until you succeed. Oh, and that's it.
Okay, thank you, Jennifer. So that is the end of our presentation. Yay! I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I just want to give a round of applause to Dur and Rolando, who have been keeping this up and keeping this forward, because without them, we wouldn't be here, and without their efforts. And I also like to give a round of applause to our essential workers for continuing to work even through this pandemic, and I hope everybody is safe and healthy, and thank you for being here today. And yeah, that's all I have.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The next group that we have up is going to be Alma's group. And I am actually right now texting Alma's mentee because it seems like he's having still some issues trying to log in. So Alma, if you want to take the lead on this one, and he's going to try it right now. Hopefully he can join us.
Can you see my screen right now? Yeah, hold on a second.
Yes.
I can. You're able to, Elma.
Oh, hold on. Let me go back. Sorry, guys. I'm new to Zoom. How do I go down? No. Nope. Oh my, there it is. Okay. So let me put this on. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Alma, we can't hear you now. I don't know if you muted yourself, or looks like you have the ability to, you're not muted, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry. This thing is like, I guess I don't have the best internet. Okay, so this is our slide PowerPoint. And our staff mentor was Nicole. She works in the financial aid department. She attended Carroll University, and she's currently working on her master's. So she was going to join us, but she had surgery 2 days ago. So that's why she's not here. And then there's me. I am in the criminal justice program, and it is my last semester finally. And I'm hoping to go into probation and parole. I was supposed to do a internship this summer, but with COVID, everything got canceled. So I will be going back to school in August, just for, I guess it's like a few hours for the internship program. And then my student mentee is Orville. He is in the welding program, and it's his first semester at WC2C. And then this is just a little bit of like a few pictures that we took. It was during one of the meetings that we used to have on Fridays before COVID and transitioning to online. So basically we've been doing Zoom videos and FaceTiming. And here are some pictures with our staff mentor, Nicole. She's extremely positive, and she's been very helpful this entire time. Here we have Orville and his little sister who would, she was a guest speaker every once in a while. And then the book. I thought this book was great. It's extremely positive and, you know, it inspires you. So here are some quotes that I like. If you want to change the world, start singing when you're up to, I can't even read right now, when you're up to your neck in mud, and you can't change the world alone. You need some help, and to truly get from your starting point to your destination, it takes friends, colleagues, the good will of strangers, and a strong, I can't say that word, to guide them. And then the MRC MSMP Impact. It's great for building relationships with just new friends that you make along the way with your advisors. I know I've used Rolando maybe like 2 or 3 times for, what are they called? Letters of recommendation and for scholarships, which I've gotten because of him. So I'm very grateful. Gaining a sense of belonging at the actual school was huge for me, just because I'm not your, you know, traditional 18, 19-year-old college student going to school. I'm a little older, and, you know, having the MRC just helped me a lot, just to have people to relate with. It also helped me with developing leadership skills through the mentoring program. I've been doing this now, it's like 1.5 years, so 3 semesters. I started off as a student mentee, and that went really good. And I told Rolando, you know, I think I'm ready to be a mentor, and I did it, and it went well again. I think my old mentee is here now. She is a mentor now too. Hi, Ashley. I went to the Ushley conference last year, which I thought was great. I remember crying at one point just because of some of the guest speakers that they had. Really good experience overall. And then I got the opportunity to go to Madison last year as well to showcase the actual program that we have with MSMP. And then here are a few pictures. This was a gala that we went to. This is actually Dr. Juan Andrade. I think he does like the whole Ushley convention. Here's Madison. Here was a award ceremony from last year, and that was my original mentor, Erica. She's no longer with us. She goes to Carol, I want to say. I forgot which one it was. And then Ushley down here again. It's a good time. And then here's the award ceremony. Rolando at the Casa de Esperanzas gala. And then just a few other pictures of the same thing. Ushley. And that is it. Let me go back to, can you guys see me? Oh, no. Oh yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you to Rolando and Dur again, just because you guys have been a great help for me my entire time at WCTC and the whole program. It's great. I love it. I wish I would have done it sooner, honestly. I wish I would have done it like the first semester that I was in school, but I didn't learn about it until after. So, but yeah, sorry about my mentee. Couldn't make it for some reason. He can't log in. And that
he just texted me again. He's still having issues. He couldn't get in.
Yeah.
The next group that's going to be up is Leslie's group. And while they're getting situated, just I can talk a little bit while Leslie gets that up. I just want to say thank you to Amy because last summer. I think she provided us like with 6 different books, and we kind of looked them over with the students. And this is how we chose this book that we read this semester. So just wanted to give a little shout out to Amy there, but also with these presentations, as I stated in my email, we had to do something a little different with whole quarantine. So I asked students to share some stuff from the book, also what they kind of were involved with throughout the semester, throughout their experience through MSMP, also the MRC. So that's why I said too, a lot of these presentations, some of them are going to have similar things, but some are going to have different because I wanted the students to share their experience. Thank you.
Okay. Mirialis, are you on?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to start the presentation by talking about ourselves for a bit. where this thing goes. There it is. So this semester, Amy Mannion was our staff mentor. She is the director of library services. It was thanks to her that we got to read this wonderful inspirational book because she was the one who provided it. And then there's me. I was the student mentor. I'm in the graphic design program and I'm trying to get a web design certificate. I'm also an MRC student worker and the current president of the Multicultural Student Union.
Hi guys, I'm Miralis. I'm in the Architecture Draft Construction program. I'm Leslie's student mentee this semester. Now we're gonna talk about the impacts of the Multicultural Student Mentoring Program, which happened through the weekly assignments, workshops, and meetings that the program offered to us.
So this semester, I got the opportunity to be part of the Multicultural Student Union, and I managed to develop my leadership skills, communication skills, and time management skills. But not only that, I managed to create wonderful relationships with everybody who was involved in it.
All right, so in my experience, the program has helped me with my academic performance, providing me different college resources according to my needs as a student, and I feel like we can all relate to the phrase over there. It doesn't matter what others are doing, it matters what you are doing, and we can use it to reach our goals.
So this time around in the program, we got to read the book, Make Your Bed. And one quote that both Mireles and I could relate to is, they all understood that life is hard and then sometimes there is a little you can do to affect the outcome of your day. And that got us thinking to the little things we do in our daily lives that get us through and motivate us. And that can be drinking a simple cup of coffee or tea, creating a to-do list or your schedule, or even listening to a good song. This past February, a group of 15 students and 3 staff members went to the United States Hispanic Leadership Institute conference, which was held in Chicago, Illinois. And we got to attend wonderful workshops, listen to amazing speakers, and create wonderful memories.
All right. During the conference, we all attended 2 different workshops, such as La Cultura Cura, Sin Fronteras, and my favorite one, Stop Shrinking, Start Racing by Maricel Herrera. These workshops taught me how to manage my time, plus advice for being successful, and of course, why you should be proud of yourself, of your roots, and of course, of your culture.
So the conference started off real amazing by having Dr. Javier Avila present his presentation, The Trouble with My Name. He started off the presentation by telling a story about how this lady tried to correct him on how to pronounce his own name. His whole presentation focused around the Latino experience in the United States and how even the simple fact of somebody mispronouncing your name can strip you of your identity. And that's something a lot of Latinos have to struggle with, simply because we're trying to assimilate in this American culture while still keeping our roots intact. So this quote, "We didn't realize we were making memories. We thought we were just having fun," is actually in the MRC wall. And some wonderful memories we created during Ushli include going to Lucky Strike, where we all got to eat dinner and play at the arcade and bowl. And another one, which also includes food, was having breakfast at Yolk on the last day of Ushli.
Okay, so lastly, the book we read, Make Your Bed, had really motivational quotes that we can all incorporate into our future goals. And we are gonna be sharing some phrases and explaining how they pertain to us.
So my quote goes as following: "Life is a struggle and the potential for failure is ever present. But those who live in fear of failure or hardship or embarrassment will never achieve their potential." As I stated before, I'm afraid of failure, but this time during quarantine, I made myself this opportunity to actually achieve one of my long lost dreams, which was to create an animation. And even though I don't have the drawing skills or the animation talent quite yet, I'm hoping to achieve something I can call something I'm proud of. So yeah, there's that.
I can relate to life if you make of it, and it will only be as good as the effort you put into it. And if you give nothing, you'll only feel regret. I really hope to take this advice. I think you all should do the same. You know, putting 100% of our effort, of course, because at the end, it's nothing but our programs or degrees and what we don't want to be starting now.
So that's it. Just wanted to thank Rolando, Dur, and everybody who's here, all my friends I've made, and thank you all for listening to us.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, just a quick update. I saw, I'm looking at the chat as we're going through here. Brittany's group has said they're okay. If Pedro and Tyrese want to jump in real quick and share your screen and take the floor. I see you both have to get to work, so Brittany said she'll go after you guys.
I bet. Tyrese, you want to share your screen, bro?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
All right. Perfect. This dude.
Okay, so my name is Tyrese Hernandez. My student mentor is Pedro Hernandez, and our staff mentor is Karina Castro. So I'm a part of the business management program here at WCTC. I'm also a member of the MSMP, and I'm a recruiter for the MSU. The quote I chose from the book is from chapter 4. Is life's not fair, drive on. So the MSMP, it was an opportunity for me to like really get out of my comfort zone, and I really valued it because I also feel like it served as a way for like me to like communicate with other people, and like not only just like other people but like other students of like underrepresented students, and like whether it's, you know, race or gender or even age, we all have something that's different about us. And I think the MSMP also did a really good job of encouraging students to like actually have a conversation. So like I think it takes all of us out of our comfort zone in a way by just like, you know, having these weekly discussions, or like not only that, like not only just the book, the chapters that we have to read, but like it also like with the meetings with Rolando, sometimes they would teach us financial aid and how like finances work and things like that. So it's not only just a way for us to like learn as in school, but like we also do things outside of school. So like sometimes when me and Pedro have these meetings, Karina can't make it to them, but you know, we just always put her in our prayers and stuff like that. And, you know, we just do a really good job of just like, you know, helping each other out and just really staying up to date with each other. And the MSMP has really took me out of my comfort zone, because as you can see, these pictures here to the right, these were at the USHLE conference we attended in February. And that picture of me sleeping, well, the first one is when Peng took my phone without my permission. And I didn't actually snap those pictures until after I looked the next day. But yeah, it was a really great experience, and I'm really glad that I was able to attend that. And the picture of that to the right is actually when we made it to the conference. I was still tired, and also the picture below, I was pretty much asleep half of the time. But the actual presentations, the speakers that gave those, they like really spoke to me, and it really opened my eye as to like certain topics and things that weren't being discussed in the Hispanic community. So like whenever I'm talking with somebody who is a little more conservative than I always have to address them with the facts and with the information that I know. So I think that the ability for me to actually attend that conference, it it was a great experience for me.
Okay, so going on for me, so I'm a student mentor. I'm in the welding technician program alongside Orville, and I'm also a recruiter in the MSU program with Tyrese. So basically, we have a good connection between me and him where we can get both situations out of the way. And a quote is, "We knew if one man could rise above the misery, then others could as well." And this gave me a flashback about, when was it, last semester when Rolando invited 10 of us students to go to the Hamilton program and nobody really wanted to go. And I was the first one to say, all right, I'll go. But then others were like really feeling down. We're like, nah, I don't want to go. They just want to think it as a normal day. But then I had to come in and then with energy and all that, be like, bro, it's going to be fun. Like, trust me, bro. We're going to Milwaukee. You're going to love it. So then Anthony, and then I started to get closer to Tyrese during that time when I started meeting him, since we're both freshmen. And yeah, at the end, we all decided to go. And when we all got out of the Hamilton program, man, everybody loved it. And we would regret not going if it happened. And also this MSC program, it helped me a lot, especially when I had to learn a lot from my previous mentor, which was Zianais, but she's no longer with us, so she's in Florida. And I had to learn a little bit of what I knew about her being a mentor, and she taught me that I'm supposed to challenge my brain and move on forward and not to be afraid of anything. So taking her advice and then also going to the multicultural resource center and just chilling there, and also having the student workers telling me or reminding me, all right, Pedro, this is what you got to get done so you can get that scholarship, or we got these events going on. So that just keeps me going. We're like, okay, I got this. So it also helps me time manage my time. And I also be letting Tyrese know, so it's not that I'm a mentor, he's a mentee. We're both working together on these presentations, and also the MSU program where we just tell each other, hey, let's go get some new people in this program. I bet, and we do. So we both catch up with classes and all that. And then these pictures from here, you can just see it's all boys. So basically, we were the only 4 boys that went to the Ushley thing. It was pretty fun if you ask us. We had a fun time. All right, so moving to the next slide. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Karina. So unfortunately, she couldn't make it with us because she just had her firstborn kid, and we haven't heard from her in a while, but she did wish us good luck. So it was nice to see that she's okay and having a good time. And the quote that she had, it says that, know that life is not fair, but if you take some risks, never ever give up. And that's something that I could resemble her telling us, because that's normally her that she wants us to do. And she told me on a meeting, it was me and her, when me, Tyrese, and Karina couldn't meet up at the same time, we were struggling. She told me directly to let Tyrese also know, and that not to give up, that this is gonna go on me, where I have to challenge my brain and make sure I'm alert at all times to see what I'm missing or what needs to get done, and also start communicating with other people. And I thank Karina for that she trusts me a lot. We can get going and everything. But yeah, hopefully she's okay. And that is all.
Thank you, gentlemen. So we're going to turn it over to Brittany. Take it over, Brittany. Just a reminder, I put it in the chat. Just remember, it's past 3 minutes to present, so we can try to get back on track on time. So Brittany, go ahead with Christy.
Alrighty, so hello everybody. We will get this started. Give us just a moment. Okay. My screen is stuck, Christy. I don't know if you're trying to, if it's playing or if it's stuck. I'm seeing the very first slide and so forth. So.
Can you see it?
No, not anymore. Try sharing the screen again.
Should I not play the whole, like the PowerPoint?
Yeah, I guess not. I guess we can just click through. Well.
We can see it now.
You'll have to go back to the beginning, I guess.
Can you see the first slide or no?
I'm on the Ushli slide.
Do you want to try sharing it on yours?
I'm not sure if I have the updated version saved.
Should we go to the next group and then have you guys be next after that one?
Yeah, we can discuss that and see if we can figure it out via chat then, and we'll be back, I guess.
Kelly, you want to go with your group?
Okay. All right. So I'm Kelly Gonzalez. I am in the Baking and Pastry Management program, and I am a student mentor. And then we have Heejin and Crystal if they want to introduce themselves.
I'm Crystal, and I'm in the early childhood program, and I'm Kelly's mentee.
Hi, my name is Heejin Kim, and I'm in Global Business Program, and I'm a student mentee.
And then we also have Tina Kadar. She is an administrative assistant, and she is our staff mentor.
Then we had a meeting last spring. A special event was held on campus. We made funny faces and we took several pictures. And there were some massage devices there, so we had a brief massage. We spent really great time, and I keep it as a good memory too.
Last semester, I got the chance to go see Hamilton with a group of people, and my mom and I have been trying so hard to get tickets. And then when Rolando said that he got tickets, my mom and I jumped for it, and it was a great experience to go see Hamilton.
Tina has actually been my staff mentor the entire time I was in this program, which was 4 semesters, I believe. So the picture on the left was the MRC reception last year, and the picture on the right was in the Dells when I became district ambassador for this school year. So she's been there for me through a lot of things. She's been there for me through really great moments in my college career, and she helped me through moments that weren't always the best. So I made a lot of really good relationships with her. And we all got really good things out of this program. And like I mentioned already, relationships are probably one of the best things that I got out of this program. I've made friendships, and that just made my whole college experience so much more enjoyable and more fun, just showing up to school every single day.
And throughout the mentoring program, I can meet friends and talk about several things. So I can learn English, and I love this time. If it wasn't for the mentoring program, I wouldn't have this fun time. So I really like this program.
The mentoring program taught me that I can be myself because I'm very, very shy. And that I can go to anybody when I need help, and that I've also made a lot of friends through this program.
And we all chose a favorite quote in the book that we read. And my personal favorite quote was, once again, we had learned an important lesson, the power of one person to unite a group, the power of one person to inspire those around him, to give them hope. I chose that because I feel like it was a good reflection on this program, that I could be a person to give each one of my mentees hope, or the people around me can give me hope.
And my impressed part is, if you refuse to give up on your dreams, stand tall and strong against odds, then life will be what you make of it, and you can make it great. So sometimes I want to give up, but when I read this book, I want to try to. So it was a good thing to me.
My quote was, in life you will face a lot of circuses. You will pay for your failures. But if you persevere, if you let those failures teach you and strengthen you, then you will be prepared to handle life's toughest moments. And I can relate to that, because that is actually something, because my mom read this book, so that is something that she would always tell me, because I get really upset when I fail at stuff. But
And then our staff mentor also put in a quote for us, and her favorite one was, life is a struggle and the potential for failure is ever present, but those who live in fear of failure or hardship or embarrassment will never achieve their potential. Without pushing your limits, without occasionally sliding down the rope head first, without daring greatly, you will never know what is truly possible in your life. And that is all we had.
Thank you. We'll go back to Brittany and Christy's group. Take it away.
All right, back again. Can everybody see my screen here? Yep. All right, sounds good. Okay, let me try to, no, it's wanting to be slow. All right, I'm just gonna leave it on this format just to make it easier to click through. So we will get started. So our staff mentor was Sam Egerter. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. I am Brittany Meeker. I'm the mentor. And then I will let Christy introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Christy, and Brittany and I are both in the interior design program together.
So this year with the multicultural student mentorship program, we had, as is written, an amazing experience. We really do find a sense of community. It's a little unfortunate that we couldn't be there in person this year. I was always in and out of there regularly to get coffee and so forth. This year proved to be a little bit more of a busy year for me, but I feel like if some of you don't know, I'm a military spouse, so I move around a lot. So I find meeting people and getting to know people a little bit more difficult, which is one of the primary reasons I am part of the MSMP. because I can really, have more interaction with individual people, including Sam and Christy, especially. And this year, my experience with the mentor program was really cool because Christy is actually ahead of me in the program. And since we're in the same program, I feel like I learned a lot from my mentee. Christy, any words?
Yeah, I just want to say that the MSMP was really gave me like a sense of the college experience. I'm older and I am married with 3 kids, so I didn't really get that college experience my first couple years at WCTC. But then when I joined this program, it really gave me a really great sense of what the college life is like.
On, again, as mentioned, we are both a part of the interior design program. This year, Christy actually was part of the NARI competition for one of her classes. So you can see her in the upper left image there, setting up that display. I'll let her tell you guys a little bit about that. You can see me in the lower portion. I actually saw the display after it was all put together.
So NARI stands for the National Association of the Remodeling Industry, and WCTC has been a part of it for many years. They do like a student competition, and this year's theme was bringing the outdoors in. So this is kind of our concept, what we came up with. WCTC has won 3 years in a row, but with everything that happened, we didn't really get to find out if we won or not, but I'm pretty sure we did.
I think so. You guys had the best, that's just my opinion. All right, next slide. All right, I did not attend Ushli, so I'll let Christy take the wheel on this one.
So these are just some of the pictures. Again, we just really felt that the MSMP is really just, it's not just a program at school, it really is like a community. I got to build a lot of relationships with different people, different backgrounds and ages. We all learned a lot from each other and got really close at this conference. And then these were just some of the speakers that we heard speak at the conference. Some of my favorites.
Give everybody a second if you're reading those. And then we will move on to the next one. So our favorite quotes from the book, Make Your Bed. I'm sorry this isn't playing in the animated format because it popped in one by one. So making my bed correctly was not going to be an opportunity for praise. At the end of the day, it would just be a reminder that I had done something well and something to be proud of, no matter how small. That was a quote from chapter 1, and I found that to be kind of inspiring. I'm a procrastinator, as I'm sure I mentioned a million times to Christy and Sam this semester. But so this book was actually kind of helpful. So that getting out of bed, I'm be honest with you guys, haven't quite gotten to the point where I'm making my bed when I get out of it in the morning, but I think about it. So that's a huge step in the right direction. And then the next quote we have up was from chapter 2. None of us are immune to life's tragic moments. You cannot paddle the boat alone. And so never forget your success depends on others. Again, shout out to Christy, even though she was my mentee this semester, she gave me a lot of information as far as, the upcoming internships, and, we, kind of got to talk about the teachers we both share. So that was interesting. Determination and grit were always more important than talent. That was chapter 3. I think that one speaks for itself. The common people and the great men and women are all defined by how they deal with life's unfairness. And here we are via Zoom, dealing with life's unfairness because, COVID's unfair, but we're dealing. And failure teaches you and strengthens you, then you will be prepared for life's toughest moments. So we, as it's a little bit it's been said about a million times right now, dealing with COVID, you know, we'll get through this, but it's true, we will. And then that brings us to the second before last, that obstacle course is going to beat you every time unless you start taking some risks. Yes, take risks, but I guess right now, wear a mask and sanitize your hands. Without courage, men will be ruled by tyrants and despots. With it, you can accomplish any goal. You can defy and defeat evil. So I think the book really was encouraging and offered some timely advice for us to get through difficult challenges. Did you want to add anything to that, Christy?
I guess I just want to thank Rolando and Durr. They really go above and beyond to make sure that everyone has all the tools they need to be successful, not only in this program, but in school and in our personal lives. And I also want to say thank you to Sam. She was a great staff mentor.
Yes, I agree. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Durr and Rolando. And I look forward to, well, I have summer classes coming up, but I do look forward to next semester if I get to ever see anybody else in person again. I know Christy is graduating here soon, so I'm sure we will touch base every now and then. But all right, have a great summer, everybody.
Thank you, ladies. I'm going to turn it over now to Mai's group.
Hi guys, can you see my slide?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So obviously we're in the MSMP program. These are life lessons or my biggest takeaway from the book, Make Your Bed. This is what my MSMP group consists of. We have our staff mentor, Amber Grant, who is a nursing instructor. I'm Mai Vang Tao. I'm the student mentor and I'm in the nursing program. And I'll let my student mentee introduce herself.
I'm Mariana Dominguez. I am the student mentee and I am in the language interpreting for health services.
Thank you. Okay, so here I'll be talking about 3 chapters that really hit me the most. So the first one being chapter 2, you can't go at it alone. You can't go it alone. And the quote that I took away from that is, if you want to change the world, find someone to help you paddle. And this quote made me think about the people that, you know, help me paddle or are on the same boat as me and are on my side. So the first picture being when I was able to go with a group that Rolando took to the Hamilton play. Let me tell you guys, I do not like plays and I really did not want to go, but I was kind of forced into, which I'm glad. It got me out of my comfort zone. I'm really happy. And those tickets were so expensive, guys. I had to like tell everybody I went to the Hamilton play. But yes, that is that. And then I have some picture of me and my friends. One being homecoming and the other 2 being Hmong New Year. And then I have a picture of my little sister, who is my inspiration because she just gives me joy. The second chapter is chapter 5, Failure Can Make You Stronger. The quote I got from that is, I realized that the past failures have strengthened me, taught me that no one is immune from mistakes. And that made me think about the mistakes that I've encountered in my life that has really strengthened me. It made me stronger and the person I am today. So the first one being my process of learning English and getting to where I am today. The second one is me working as a waitress and just like how to persevere, especially when you want to give up. So that's what I learned from that. And the third is making a hobby, even though you start off not being good. So that is makeup. And I have, you know, kind of learned through trial and error. And yeah, that's that. And the last chapter is chapter 9, Give People Hope. And the quote I got from that is, the power of one person to unite the group, the power of one person to inspire those around him, to give them hope. And this made me think about the people in my life that has given me hope, whether it comes to my academic career or my personal life. So the first person being Dr. Pimple Popper, also known as Sandra Lee. She is a dermatologist known for her gruesome videos. And she has really inspired me to look into that part of the medical field and has made me want to go into that field. So that is that. And then the second picture is a picture of the MSU board at a MSU board meeting. They have definitely helped me strengthen my leadership skills and my people skill, and I've built relationships with all of them, and they're my support system whenever I need it. And the third picture is, of course, my little sister, who gives me hope. She's my inspiration to become a better sister and a better role model. And I'll let Mariana take the next few slides.
So again, I'm in the Language Interpreting Health Services program. You can go to the other slide, Mai. I did both chapter 9 and 10. They were the give people hope and never quit. And then I just put some pictures of my friends and the people that are always there for me and like always telling me to not give up and never quit. And then I have two quotes, but I'm only going to read one. It was the power of one person to unite the whole group, the power of one person to inspire those around them. That was from chapter 9. And I just thought that quote was really important, like to me, because I have always like struggled with focusing on things, and I always like need people to like tell me that I'll be okay. And so I have had great people tell me that I can do whatever I want to do if I keep going. And yeah.
And then we have our group experience. So the first picture is our check-in meeting with Ro, and then the second two pictures on the right is our last meeting that we had a couple days ago during this whole COVID-19 lockdown. We weren't able to take any pictures before the lockdown, but hopefully I'll see Mariana around and we can just get some pictures, just because I built such a good connections with her. I also want to say thank you to our staff mentor, Amber, who has been such a positive person in this MSMP group. Not only has she shared her success stories, but also her struggles and her failures, because I feel like that makes it really real, and she's keeping it really real with us that, you know, you will encounter failures and hardships. So I want to thank her for that. She is on, so I'll let her speak if there's anything she wants to add or her input. I don't think she has any input. So move on to the next slide. And I'll let Mariana read the quote in the middle.
So the MRC and the MSNP group has always like, when I go in, I've always felt welcome. Like the ladies working, they're always so nice and are always welcoming you and making sure you're okay. And it really is a home away from home. That's how I felt. I don't think a lot of you guys know, but I live in the Dells, so I would have to drive an hour and a half to go to school, and just going to the MRC and always being there, and Rolando and Dura always asking how I'm doing and if I needed help with anything, that just always helped me. And they were always there making sure I was doing good and if I needed help with anything. So that was really nice, and it felt nice to just go in there and feel like at home.
Thank you. And so the pictures you see are of all the amazing people that I've met during the MSMP program and MSU, and just being involved in the MRC in general. So some pictures you'll see is of Ushli, and one being also the Valentine's Day crayon art event that we had going on, and some pictures of the Hmong New Year, where I was able to experience part of my culture with my other peers. So it was an amazing time and amazing experience. And the last slide is results, changes to our daily life after reading the book. So one being make your bed every morning. Complaining without actions is a no-go. Remind your loved ones how much you appreciate them. Dwell yourself in self-thoughts, which is a no-go, and be grateful for the little things. So that is our presentation. And we want to say thank you for listening to us. So yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, Mariana. I'm gonna have Gabriel go next. I'm gonna have Jenny and Belkis group go after her. She has to head to work herself, so she just IM me saying if she could jump in so she can actually do her slide. So Gabriel, if you can go ahead and take it away and with your slide, and then I'll have Belkis and Jenny go after you.
Perfect. All right, let me go in here. Get out of the way. Okay. All right, I think we're good. You guys don't need to see me. That's fine. All right. So I'm Gabriel. I was back this semester. Really excited to be a mentor this semester. Was working with Sherry Simmons as my staff advisor, and unfortunately, my mentee had some challenges this semester, so she wasn't able to be with us today, or to like really hang in there for the presentation. So I'll just be talking about Sherry and I. So again, like mentioned, Sherry is my staff advisor. She's the director of compliance and equity. Some of you guys might know her. She came to talk to the MSU board about some really exciting things that we're working on as far as diversity inclusion. Super great resource. I was very excited to be able to work with her because I think she's a really huge inspiration, just being somebody of color and just seeing, you know, that reflection as far as representation meant a lot to me. So like when I saw the like last semester's book was really great, and so I was like, that's gonna be hard to follow up on. But I really did like Make Your Bed. I felt like there's a lot of like tweetable quotes, and I really appreciated kind of like the nugget size, like wisdom that I could extrapolate from that book. My favorite quote was, "Hope is the most powerful force in the universe." And like that was really resonated with me, especially now. You know, it's been a really difficult semester, I think, for a lot of folks. But you know, this just really resonated with me. And my big takeaway was really about resilience, you know, and I think it's reinforced every time we face adversity and we rise above it. You know, we could get knocked down 100 times, but if we get up 101 times, you know, we're Gucci, we're good. So that really stuck with me. And also thinking about, you know, in terms of being a person of color, in terms of being non-binary, someone who's queer, there's always some layer of adversity or a challenge, and the power of community is huge. So, you know, saying, you know, no one reaches the mountaintop alone, you know, we all do this together and we're in this together. And that really, really stuck out to me as well. The impact has been huge. I mean, I could not stress enough how much relationships have been just a source of strength and encouragement. You know, as a commuter, as someone who's older, I was looking for reasons to keep me connected to campus, and the MRC, the MSc MP program was absolutely what I needed. I really wanted to establish those connections to really supplement my educational goals, because I know myself, and I know that sometimes I just need a push. I just need somebody to say, don't give up. And, you know, so many people really stepped up. I've gotten texts from folks checking in on me. I had, you know, a family member pass, and I got so much support, and that was so meaningful. And, you know, if you're struggling personally, it's hard to really reach your educational goals if you're not doing so great in your personal life. So having that support was really important for me to just succeed at school, and it was really valuable. Sherry, like I said, she was a great staff advisor, always available, always there. Really appreciated how dependable she is. And, you know, she was just saying that, being someone who can lend an ear, being somebody who can encourage students. And I know that I personally did experience that, like being able to go to her and have access to a lot of her wisdom and a lot of her knowledge. Especially, she highlighted that underrepresented students need advocacy. And she does that so well, especially now, but especially the representation piece. We, we did, like, I like Zoom personally. And it was a lot easier to kind of like schedule things with having Zoom. And so we did our thing, we had our meetings. I always like that, Sherry has her Mickey Mouse picture right there, like front and center. It always made me smile. But like, this is a big part of community, these connections. And I kind of like that in community is the word unity. And so I really just appreciated that particular relationship. This was another quote from the book I really liked. It takes a team of good people to get you to your destination in life. Like I said, no one does it alone. No one got to their point in their life completely alone. We need other people. And then this quote, everything that is done in the world is done by hope. That's not from the book, but it's from a great human. And, kind of some principles I like to live by is to embody love and to be kind and to give hope. So that's kind of, it's kind of in a nutshell, my experience.
Thank you, Gabriel.
I am, I'm good.
I'm gonna go, thank you so much. I'm gonna pass it on to the next group, Jenny and Belkis, if you can go ahead, share your presentation and take it away. Thank you.
Awesome, thanks guys.
Jenny, we can't hear you. I don't know if you're speaking, but we cannot hear you.
Okay, sorry about that. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bilkis Fatima. I'm in the IT support program, and this is my second semester. Also my second year. First year I was a mentee, and this year I was promoted to be a mentor. And this is the end of semester project, and this presentation is prepared by me, of course, Jenny. Jenny can introduce herself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jenny Palma, and my program is Technician Desktop Support, and our staff mentor is Sophia Majid, I think.
Yeah, Majid.
So, because it's going to start first.
Okay. So this program, MSMP, is a great program. MRC, I start with the MRC because MRC is the first one that I joined, and it's completely changed my views because it's a great program. It's give me lots of information about things and lots of relationship and networking. And due to MSMP, I meet these two wonderful ladies. Jenny Palma, she became my best friend, and Sophia, of course, and she's our staff mentor. She's a great lady, and we just all three work together very well. And thanks to MSMP, and so we are reading this book this semester. Make Your Bed. This book is all about. Written by the author is trying to teach us how to be successful in our life, there's a lot of things that we learn from this book. It's a small book, but it's a pretty good learning experience. So the first thing that we learn from this book is that teamwork is required for successful. the success, to be a successful. So if you look at the MRC and the MSMP, these are all teamwork. We all from different background, different religion, different culture, we are working together on a same theme, same purpose, to how to be successful in our life as a student or as a member of the society. So this is a great a great learning experience. So, and then but the thing is that we have so many things going on in our life. We have a lockdown and we have time. So there is and our staff mentor Sophia, they always give us encouragement, and they teaches us how to manage our time, and then how to face obstacle, and they tell us that this is just a journey. If you want to be successful, you have to face all these obstacles in your life, and then you have to you have to be if you fail, it's not gonna be just a failure, it's gonna be a successful in long run, because the failure makes us stronger. So I am thanking to there and our staff mentor, that they are giving us they are encouraging us and giving us hope. And then when I get stressed out, and my thing is that my personal thing is that I don't give up. I always keep going, and this is my personal motto, that when going get tough, tough gets going. And this is I put in other languages too, so so everybody can read it. So the next slide is when our staff mentor Sophia, she always communicate with us every week, and then she sent us some quotes from the famous people, and this is the one of the quote that me and Jenny like both. And this is about believe you can, and you are halfway there. And this is from Theodore Roosevelt, and we really like this this quote personally. So, and then when we have stressed out and we have lots of things, and and time like this, that we are unable to go to school and do our daily routines like we used to. So how I do this, de-stress, this is my way to de-stress. This is the month of Ramadan. Today is the last fast, and this is my corner in my room that I go when I stressed out and I need help. So I reach out for help, and but I reach out to the superior power. So this is my way to de-stress, and this is very uplifting, and I forget about all the pain and all the stress, and I focus on the good things. So this is the way I get help. So, and also I found out that I give hope to the other people. So one time Jenny was so stressed out, she came, and she told, I gave her a long talk, we talk, and after that she was feeling good, so I found out that I actually can help other people too, so this is all about the teamwork, and different people from the different background and different culture, they have their own ways, and we can learn from each other. And I learned from Jenny a lot. She's my mentee, and I learned from Sophia. And I learned when I first joined MRC, I learned that that the Mexican food is really good, and I really missed Mexican food, and it totally changes me, because I've been eating lots of beans, because I tried an MRC meeting, the beans, and I really like it, and my blood sugar was really good. So I switched my diet completely, and I'm making salsas, and last night I made like 8 cups of salsa again for the second time in 2 weeks, and it's just good learning. And Jenny made me something that my kids love. So I came to Jenny for a meeting at her house, and she was cooking, and she cooked something, and that was really good. So this is how we learn from each other. It doesn't matter which culture, which religion you are from. We are all human, and MRC is a best example. And then MP is also a great example, you know, because we have our staff mentor and Dur, you know, she always give us hope, and she always tell us how to manage our time and how to use our thinking out of the box sometime, you know. So it's all good experience. So next couple of slides I'm going to give it to Jenny. She's going to explain how she relax, how she benefit from all the beautiful tips and techniques that Sophia and there give us, you know. She's going to explain now. So Jenny, here you go.
Yeah, I just want to say, remember, you cannot paddle the boat alone. Find someone to share your life with. Make as many friends as possible, and never forget that your successful depends on others. If you want to change the world, don't ever ring the bell. Finish what you start. Don't be afraid. And if you need some help, find a friend, someone to paddle the boat. That's what.
Change the slide. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that's what I did when I started to study in WCTC. I was so afraid because my first language is Spanish, but in my way I meet Becky's, and she is the person who is helping me with my class and everything. I understand I'm not alone in the boat. And I'm going to share with you a relaxing effect, ways to take the stress out. My group talk about what can we use to delete the stress. We can use a body lotion. Smelling the lotion can help to relax. Or what I use is the aromatherapy oil, and I drink some hot tea, like relaxation tea. That's what I do when I'm in a home, in my house. And also remember, if you have some problems, don't forget you can do this. This is not going to break you. It's going to be okay. Take a deep breath and just that. And I think we're done. Thank you.
So
Thank you, ladies. I'm going to pass it on to Alejandra. Alejandra, go ahead and take it away. After Alejandra, Leo's group is up.
They're still sharing the screen.
Jenny and Velikis, can you stop sharing your screen?
Can you guys see my screen? Yes, okay. Well,
Yes,
good afternoon, everybody. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Alejandra, and I am a nursing student, and I am a student mentor. My mentee, her name is Gemma Ramos, and she is a language interpreter for health services. And our staff mentor is Ann Krause-Hansen. This year and this semester, I got the opportunity to attend the Hmong New Year with a couple of the club members from MSU. And we also did together, me and Gemma, the Melted Crayon event that we did this spring. I also got the opportunity to once again attend the USHLI conference. These are a couple pictures that you will see from the conference. The dinner at the top right here, and then down here was the Lucky Strike that we were able to go and eat. This is the talent show, as you can see, and also some booth pictures that we took together as a group, some of the girls and I. Moving on to the book. Sorry. So these are the quotes that I chose to share as part of the ones that impacted me the most out of the book. I'll just share just one, just for time's sake. So those who live in fear of failure or hardship or embarrassment will never achieve their potential. And I think these quotes that I chose really, they kind of impacted me because they're similar to what I've gone through in my life and as well in the nursing program. Since Kema was not able to be here today, I will say, just briefly mention her quotes that, that she chose to share with you guys. One of them is, if you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. As well, if you want to change the world, measure a person by the size of their heart. Here's a couple pictures that she chose to share with you guys. As well, if you want to change the world, slide down the obstacle head first. And if you want to change the world, don't back down from the sharks. So how the MSNP program has impacted me, actually has impacted me a lot, because thanks to this program and to the MRC, I have been able to stay in school, especially because I feel like if I would not have gotten involved, I probably would have dropped out of school and not continued any type of education. And I also built so many lifelong friendships, and we all have become a family. I've met so many people, and just have, some of my best friends I met them through this program. And for Hema, she says that this program has impacted me in so many ways. I can't even explain the amount of support I've gotten from this program. Starting as a freshman in college is hard. Not knowing anybody makes it even harder. I got the chance to get to know some incredible people that were just like me. This program has helped me get out of my comfort zone and ask for help when I need it. The encouragement I get from this program is amazing. If it wasn't for this program, I would probably still be lost in my career path. Okay. So that was all we had for this presentation. I would like to thank you all for taking the time to look at my presentation, and I would also like to thank Rolando and Dara for always being there for me and Hema as well, and just to always being encouraging to get us to move forward and move on with our careers.
Thank you, Alejandra. I'm going to turn it over to Leo's group now. Go ahead, Leo, and feel free to share your screen.
Hey guys, yeah, let's get started, I guess. So it was me, Tyler, and Jonathan. And then it's loading. I guess I introduced Jonathan first. He was our staff mentor, and he's Associate Dean of School of Business Marketing and Management. I'm the student mentor, and my program was business management, and I'll let Tyler introduce himself.
And I'm Tyler. I'm in the marketing program, and I have a 4-year-old son.
Oh yeah, that was fun fact, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess one of the big things that happened was actually the pandemic made us go virtual with Zoom. There's kind of some of the meetings, and I guess, some accidental things happen, I remember Tyler texted me if I can wash some silverware, and I was like, yeah, sure, dude, I got you. And it was an accident, but it was another way of communicating.
And I was glad to hear that he had my back.
A couple of the quotes that we took from the book of Make Your Bed. Well, I guess one of the ones that I guess mine that I took away was the first one. I realized that the past failures had strengthened me, taught me that no one is immune from mistakes, that true leaders must learn from their failures and use the lessons to motivate themselves and not be afraid to try again or make the next tough decision. I guess that was just, I took that one from school. To be, a mentor, a leader, I had to, get back from my past mistakes and failures and always look forward to the future to help Tyler succeed and WCTC in the program. But not only that, just because I'm a mentor doesn't mean I'm always the top dog and I'm always right. Tyler taught me a lot of things, especially him being a father. I guess, he's older than me, he's a little bit wiser than me. So just because, we really didn't look at the mentee and the mentor part. I look at more like a partnership, a trio, and help us grow from working together. I don't know if Tyler took some.
And then another quote that kind of resonated with me is, at some point we will all be confront a dark moment in life. If not the passing of a loved one, then something else that crushes your spirit and leaves you wondering about your future. In the dark moments, reach out deep inside yourself and be your very best. I mean, I feel like that kind of happens to be right now. I mean, this is kind of a dark moment for all of us. I mean, we're trying to dig down deep and finish out the school year as best as we can and accomplish our goals still.
So how has MSMP helped us? Well, I want to say during Rolando, a great support system. They really has helped us, not only as a reference, but, also in personal issues, but they're always, available for us to use. And they're always, both try to keep us on track. I feel like I've gained a pretty big relationship with her, and every time I needed some help with personal issues, I would just go and ask her, and then it's just fun to, have like a friend as well, not just a faculty. Also, the MSMP program has actually allowed us to connect with not only students, with not only faculty, but students. I met Tyler, he's actually a pretty cool guy. We're cool, and we're probably gonna be, still connected later. And also the program allowed us to be paired with our staff mentor, with Jonathan, who I want to say, he's amazing guy. I knew who he was, but I never really like met who he actually was. But this program has actually like, helped us both, being in the business program, like allowed us to, be close to the associate dean. And I know a lot of students don't have the opportunity to have that. I'm just grateful to have the opportunity that we were able to join MSMP and me, like our dean, to help us stay connected with the school and our business program. And then I think Tyler liked this quote right here.
Kind of helps to pertain to the MSMP. It takes a team of good people to get to your destination in life. You cannot paddle the boat alone. Find someone to share your life with. Make as many friends as possible, and never forget that your success depends on others. I mean, I feel like that's pretty much what the MSMP kind of stands for. I mean, they're trying to help you paddle along as the school year goes along.
But yeah, the MSMP has helped us a lot. But I guess we're just gonna keep taking away time from other students to help read the presentation. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'm going to turn it over to Nasir's group. After that group, I'm going to ask Selina's group to be ready next.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
You're good.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we hear you. We see you.
Awesome. All right, we're good. I'm gonna get us started quickly. Nice to see everybody. My name is Jonathan. I'm the student development manager. Just kind of want to give a quick shout out to the two gentlemen I've been working with this semester, Nasir and Shane. just kind of going through a transition, obviously, as we all have, and kind of just really embracing what the MRC represents and what it's there for, and just kind of using those resources. So I wanted to thank them for that. And then I'm going to go ahead and let Nasir introduce himself and Shane.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nasir Ahmad. I'm a student mentor, and Shan is our mentee. Jonathan Pedraza is our staff mentor, and he's also a manager at student development manager at SGA. And then I would like to start off with a little bit of background of who wrote the book. His name is William McRaven. He was a U.S. Navy retired for 37 some years, and then he got retired. He also actually served in Chancellor's in the Texas. I think I was not sure what exactly city, but yeah, somewhere in Texas. And yeah, he lives now with his wife and having a happy life. And he did a great job writing this book, what he experienced all that time that he was serving. I think it's a great book for all of us, and eye-opening basically. A lot of great things, just like, little things that can change your life. And if you don't perfectly do those little things, we cannot handle the big things. So my chapter would be how to overcome any challenges in life. If you can overcome any challenges in life, we can definitely have a successful life. And then, of course, there will be always bullies on the side. So you should not be fear of those bullies, but take it as a challenge. So yeah, if you want to change the world, just stand up with the bullies, and you guys will always be on the win side. So I actually will be putting a little example of this cartoon. I'm sure everybody have seen this cartoon and what the fear of this little dog was, poor dog. And every time I challenge something, and it reminds me of this cartoon basically. So if we are always in fear, you'll find ourselves somewhere there. And then yeah, exactly as I said, if living with the fear and having owner or ruler or boss, whatever you guys name it, that would rule us. That would be like a tyrant, like ruling by a tyrant. So it's not actually, stay with, just like move forward. Let's just not live with the fear, or just take the abilities as a challenges. And then, yeah, we need courage to achieve goals. I guess everybody needs to have, from small to big, whatever goals they have, list them down. And yeah, we definitely need courage to achieve any kind of goals, and let's say no to the any kind of fear. And then a little quote. I know we're short on time. I don't want to take much of the time, but a little quote from the book was that actually really inspired me is that the courage is within all of us. We need to dig it deep, and you will find it somewhere in abundance. And then I'll move it over to Shan. Shan, are you ready?
Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Shane. I am a first-time student, first semester rather, I should say. And I'm just thankful for the MSMP program. I'm an older male. I'm a father of 4 and grandfather of 2. And so initially it was a little challenging to even make the decision to return to school. But my staff mentor, as well as my mentor, has been very encouraging as far as pushing me and making sure that I have the tools necessary to succeed. And I'm appreciative, very appreciative for that. During the semester, I've experienced some very challenging things that have happened. I was in a car accident, as well as experiencing the death of a sibling. And so some of those things could have caused me to really abandon school or to drop out. But through the encouragement of the program, as well as with Rolando and Dara, it's helped me to stay the course and to continue to do what I needed to do. In regards to the book, what I took away from 2 chapters I really want to share that I really was encouraged through was chapter 4, Life's Not Fair, Drive On, and chapter 8, Rise to the Occasion. Of course, with this epidemic that's going on, and things that we're experiencing on every front, if you will. Life is not fair. There's different challenges that come forth. But I'm appreciative again for my mentor, as well as my staff mentor, for just helping me to keep me encouraged. Even during the death of my brother, just a constant keeping in contact, text message or however method of communication really made a difference. And so I'm so thankful for the program and to be involved.
All right, I'll be quick here. Just kind of a little lesson here. Obviously, we all know this. We're going to go through some tough times. This semester is quite possibly the best example of some tough times that we're all going to going through it, but we're all going to get through as well. So, you know, quick reminder, all of us staff here are here to help you all. If you guys need any help, reach out. There's a lot of resources on campus, but we're going through some bumps right now, just kind of in life in general. And the plan is to all get through it and hopefully see you all in the fall. So I'll let Nasir finish us out here.
Thanks, Jonathan. And then I'll wrap it up from here. Basically, I really like to shout out to Derek and Ronaldo for doing all the great work behind the screen. And I know it's not easy to do all the work that they're doing. We might be thinking that it's easy, but it's not really. I have a 4-year-old kid, and believe it or not, it's just insane. And I know Rolando got $2 and Pierre got 3 or 4, something like that. So yeah, I really like to thank Rolando and Pierre for reaching out and helping each student individually. They're truly our superheroes. Thank you so much to Multicultural Resources Center and MSMP program.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'm going to turn it over to Selina's group. Feel free to take over and share your screen.
Okay. Let me play from the beginning. Are we good, right? Everything's good? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I like to start saying, school makes you ride some tough waves. What are you doing daily to stay afloat? Like everyone's been saying this semester, the end of the semester has just been rough on everyone, and we're going through some rough waves at the moment. Oh. My name is Selena. I'm the student mentor, and I am in the language interpreting program. And I'll let my staff mentor and my mentee present themselves.
Hi there, I'm Cheryl Evans, and I am proud to say that I am a mentor to both Alejandra and Selena. These are some tough ladies, and they give quite a bit outside of school. So I'm always shocked to hear about that, and just want to lift them up for that. They do a lot of things to support their family and their community, and so I'm always amazed by all that you are involved in besides working and school. So take it away, Alejandra.
Hi, I'm Alejandra, and I'm a student mentee. I'm in the dental hygiene program, and I actually got introduced to the MRC by Selena on my second semester, and I was kind of afraid to join the program only because I'm kind of a shy person and I don't really like interacting with people, but just the MRC and the program itself has made me feel very comfortable, and I'm able to be myself. And I've really become really close to Selena and our staff mentor, Cheryl.
Something that the MRC program has helped me a lot is definitely it's a place where I enjoyed going in, doing my homework, and just the environment. Everyone would always say hi and just made me feel like comfortable enough, and definitely the help that Rolando endured. I know that if I went through some rough times with some medical bills, and I know Rolando was always there to help me. So I know it's a very nice place, or grateful to be part of.
And then for myself, it was really great to have always so much positivity when attending or going into the MRC during my break between classes. Like Shane mentioned, I was also in a car accident and I was going through a very hard time where I felt like I had to give up, and I just kept going no matter what. And I just enjoyed seeing everyone's positivity and support through everything and through this semester. That's been a challenge. All right, and then we did the slide of, did you make your bed today, and can this really make a difference? For myself, I have a terrible time making my bed, and just if I go to class or school and just coming home to an unmade bed, it just makes me very grumpy, because it's like I could have done this, and I just, rather than coming home and having a made bed and being positive about it, I'm coming home grumpy.
Yeah, that's definitely how I am too. Like, even if I didn't make my bed before leaving to work, right when I get home, I'll make my bed, even if I'm gonna go back and lay down.
So we decided to divide the book out and just pick a chapter that had a big impact on us. And I guess for me as an instructor, I am always amazed at the challenges that students face very bravely. And I think that Stephen Hawking, who is a world-renowned scientist, is a pretty amazing individual to have looked at his health situation and looked at his goals and his dreams, and to have found out at such a very young age, before he had even really begun his whole college experience, that he had this lifelong debilitating disease that was going to get worse and worse and worse over time and become much more physically limiting. So I always think from the book, knowing that things that you face that are difficult in life are going to make you stronger in the end is a big piece of advice that can carry us through some very, very difficult times. So that is the portion that I focused on.
I chose chapter 2 as my favorite chapter in the book. I really enjoyed reading this book, kind of a little bit more than last semester. And because of time, I'm gonna pick one of the two I had. You cannot paddle the boat alone. Find someone to share your life with. Make many friends as possible, and never forget that your success depends on others. I think I've always been a person like that thinks I don't need no one in my life. It's just me, like me. I don't need no one else to help me to become successful. So when I read that, it made me think, like, you know what? No, I do need my family. I do need my parents, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am today. And that's what I took from the book.
All right, and then the chapter I decided and like very impacted me personally was chapter 6, stop living in fear of failure. I feel like a lot of us can relate. We very put ourselves down when we feel like we can't succeed. And one of my favorite quote was, if you want to change the world, slide down the obstacle head first. And then a couple other things that really like help that I thought of while reading this chapter is, like, without pushing your limits or daring greatly, you will never know what is truly possible in your life. And then also stay close to people who feel like sunshine and want to see you succeed.
And that was all for our presentation, and definitely me and Alejandra are really thankful to have Cheryl as our staff mentor, because she's such a supportive person, and definitely loved logging into Zoom and seeing her face and her smile, like always, and very positive. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, ladies. I'm going to turn it over to Vanna's group. feel free to take over and share your screen.
Okay, do you know how to share this from the iPad? Yay, nay.
Is it any different from a computer?
The only option it gives me is, it doesn't give me an option to share the screen.
There should be a button at the top that says share content.
I see I'm in the share content. It doesn't give me an option to share the screen.
All right, we'll go on to the next one. If you can work it out with Monica, see if she can share the screen. Lupe, if you can go ahead and take over, you and Brandon.
Yeah, give me one moment. Can everybody see it?
No.
Yeah. Let me try again.
It's loading.
Right in there.
Can everybody see it?
It's loading.
Okay.
We can see it.
You can see it now.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Guadalupe. I am a mentor at the MSNP program. Our staff mentor is Mycie Lee. She is a financial aid technician at WCTC. My program is criminal justice, and my expectation for graduation would be spring of 2021. My mentee is also Brandon Gutierrez Vidales. His program is also in the criminal justice, and his graduation expectation date is fall of 2020. So some of the takeaways from the book that I got was it gave me the insight of what reality is and what really is. It pushed me to push yourself out of your comfort zone in order to grow. If you don't get out of your comfort zone, you won't know what else is out there. It's okay to mess up, but it's not okay to stay in the same spot and dwell on it. Learn from it and try again. Take care of others because we're all struggling with something in our lives. Stand up to the bullies. If you see someone getting picked at, help them out. And I chose chapter 5. The quote that I chose, it said, "I realize that the past failures has strengthened me, taught me then that no one is immune from mistakes. True leaders must learn from their failures, use the lessons to motivate themselves and not be afraid to try again or make the next tough decision." So I chose this chapter / quote because I struggle accepting failure when it comes to work and school. I always try my best on not making mistakes, and if I do make a mistake on an assignment or at work, I get upset with myself because I feel like I should have done better. I slowly began to apply it as a reminder that even if I make a mistake today, I will be ready next time. How the MSNP / MRC program impacted on my WCTC experience, it motivated me on improving my education, pushed me out of my comfort zone in a good way, built friendships with other students and instructors, and educated me on how to succeed my future. And I'll pass it on to Brandon.
All right, so how the MSNP MRC had a positive impact on me is that every time, I know we only had like a month and a half before COVID-19 struck us, through the things that I saw every time I got there, it was like Rolando and Dur always had time to help us no matter how busy they were. I know Dur always had time for me. I know Rolando always had time for me too. And also I noticed that everyone that walked in the MRC, they had a task to do and were consistent with it to finish it, even if it was like a presentation due at 6 o'clock or an essay due at 11:59 p.m. I know Sarah. She helped me with my math homework before we had that MSNP meeting, so I'm very grateful for that. Thank you, Sarah. And also everyone I met was really energetic and happy, and they always helped one another. Now you can go to the next slide. I chose chapter 6 passage. The quote that I really liked is that life is a struggle, potential for failure is ever present. Those who live in fear of failure or hardship or embarrassment will never achieve their potential. Without pushing your limits, without occasionally sliding down the rope head first, without daring greatly, you will never know what is truly possible in your life. It really inspired me because the only way to motivate yourself is within yourself, just like Tyrese was talking about, that he had to get out of his comfort zone to actually experience more. I think that's what a lot of people are afraid of, that they stay in their nutshell and they don't experience what life is until they actually go forward and actually doing it. So if you're going through a tough time, I think if you set yourself up for failure, you'll never achieve your full potential. So without making excuses, believing in yourself to have potential and motivate yourself to accomplishment is a good way to start. And a second quote is also, as life is full of difficult times, but someone out there always has it worse than you. If you fill your days with pity, sorrowful for the way you have been bemoaning your lot in life, blaming your circumstances or someone or something else, then life will be long and hard. If, on the other hand, you refuse to give up on your dreams, stand tall and strong against the odds, then life will be what you make of it, and you can make it great. Never, ever ring the bell. This really quote inspired me because, you just gotta, pick up yourself. If you're, there's a quote that I said and I saw, it was if you're going through hell, keep going. You move forward when you pick yourself up. You can't really do much if you're going through a tough time. You really can't do much, but the best thing you can do is just strive to be better. And there's people that go through the worst, but the thing is, you can just give them advice and make them successful and give them hope. And a next book that actually helped me out was The Compound Effect. I actually have it right here. That book actually it's actually telling me how to be find a peak performance partner so basically find someone that isn't afraid to tell you oh, Brandon is cocky, he's really inconsistent, he's not successful. Find someone that is not afraid to tell you that the things that you are not, because then that person's gonna push you to actually be a better person. So find that type of person you want in your life. Another thing is that Rolando and Dur, when I had a Zoom meeting with them, they said that you should be confident and consistent with what you like to do. You also should be open-minded, learn new things, and you should be also humble and keep those stuff to yourself, because that leads to success. And that really opened my mind that it is true after all the things that I've been working for.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you both. I'm going to turn it back over to Monica and Vanna. Monica, Vanna said you're able to share your screen?
Monica?
Are you there? All right, let's move on to Maritza's group. Maritza, go ahead and share your screen, please.
All right. Can you guys see it?
Yep.
All right. So, hi, my name is Maritza. I am the student mentor. I am a criminal justice major, and this is my last semester. Cheryl is our staff mentor, and she works for the school. And I don't know if Isabel wants to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Isabel. I'm in the graphic design program. This is my second semester, my first year.
So Cheryl is, she works for the Client Relation Management Coordinator staff. She is a current student. She's going for her PhD at Concordia University. And she is a mom as well.
For me, that, like I said, this is my first time joining the club. So I wasn't able to experience many events and stuff like that. But I do hope that, like, in the future I can join more stuff. And these are photos that I took throughout this semester of, like, most memorable. Like, one event I did join was with Ryan. My favorite place to hang out is in the G building. The most memorable thing that happened was I found a fortune in the mouse. And then the Photoshop project was the first one I did. For me, my favorite chapter was chapter 9, and the quote that stuck with me was, "Hope is the most powerful force in the universe." And I really liked this chapter because it reminded me of things that happened in my life too. So, like, when the trainees felt like giving up, but they had their other members that helped them through the tough times, and it related to me because it was me struggling with things. So my friends were there for me.
All right, so I just shared a couple pictures about me. This picture was my family and I decided to take a road trip to California last summer. It was 36 long hours, but it was pretty fun. I also wanted to share that I'm part of another club of KOP, and Guadalupe, who is also a student mentor, and we won 3rd place for a firearms competition. I also attended USHLI, and it was a great opportunity for me as I got to meet new people, make new friends, build relationships and connections. And this is also a picture of last year's MSMP reception. My impact for the MSMP is that it has significantly improved my GPA. I've made new friends, and I've also built relationships with the staff from school. My takeaways from the book is chapter 4, Life's Not Fair, Drive On. It is easy to blame your lot in life on some outside force to stop trying because you believe fate is against you. It is easy to think that where you were raised, how your parents treated you, or what school you went to is all that determines your future. This certain quote got to me because sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe if I went to a better school, my life would be so different. But in reality, that doesn't define you as a person. So I need to stop complaining. I've learned to not blame others or blame myself, stand up for myself and drive on. And yeah, that's all for us. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. I'm going to turn it over to Emily's group. Feel free to share your screen, Emily.
Okay, just give me 1 second. Are we still live, guys, or what? Woohoo! All right. Well, I'm Emily. I was a student mentor this semester. I'm in the accounting program, and my mentee.
Hi, I'm Tammy. I'm Tammy Reese Hastings, and I'm in the I'm working on prerequisites for the nursing program.
So we got paired together this semester, and we got Melody Richoff as our staff mentor. She's amazing. She's the global educations coordinator, so she works with a lot of like international students, and we're really happy to have her as our staff mentor. So why we love MSMP, we get to meet new people from different programs. like me and Tammy, we would have never met each other coming to pass if we weren't put into this group. We have you get new experiences and opportunities, which we'll go over in some of the slides. You get a staff mentor. It's a good resource, you know, someone else on campus that you wouldn't have come in contact with before. There's a place to go. You know, there's a room on campus for us to be able to, like, you know, utilize somewhere that we can feel home. And then
the sentence on top of the wall says it's home, far away from home. It actually is. So.
And then some of the workshops that help us succeed in school and beyond life. Like, we always have people coming in from, you know, the campus telling us about different things that we need to know, whatever Rolando and Dur think are gonna, you know, help us succeed. And the one that stuck with me the most is the one that we talked about finances and all that. That really opened my eyes, and I think a lot of people's eyes. So I'm really grateful that we get this opportunity.
Thank you, mint.com.
Right, for a mint. Yes, I got that now for sure. So we didn't get a lot of pictures before, but, you know, before the whole COVID started, so a lot of our meetings went to viral. I have, you know, that's where our presentation was supposed to look like our poster board right there, but unfortunately, you know, things had to switch with COVID, so our meetings went online. Didn't stop us from getting together at all.
So I'm thankful for the opportunity of being at school, because being there and having a group made me realize that I'm not by myself. I might look young, but I'm not. This is my second time going to school, and for me, it's as hard as was the first time. So having a chance to be in a group, getting support, and being part of the board with the Multicultural Student Union is just an amazing opportunity for me. So I feel really grateful for being part of it.
One of the things that I got to do that I wouldn't have been able to if I wasn't a part of this group is I went to USHLI. It was the United States Hispanic Leadership Institute. It really focuses on, you know, helping young Hispanics learn, you know, just an opportunity to learn, be inspired. This year focused a lot about the census and, you know, making our voice heard, and I feel like that really resonated with me. It's unfortunate that we kind of got taken out of school because there was other conferences that, you know, could have happened this year, but I'm so grateful that we got to go to this one. I got to experience this conference with a lot of different people, you know, people that, you know, like I said, you wouldn't have met before. Got to get a nice relationship with everybody, and I'm really grateful for that.
So in the picture where I'm wearing the blue scrubs, that was my first picture wearing my scrubs to go to school. I'm a CNA right now, and everything started at WCTC. I'm really thankful that having the certificate to be a nursing assistant it's a prerequisite for the nursing program, because I would never thought about being that, and that totally like changed my mind. So my picture with the blue scrub is my first picture as a CNA student, and my picture with the gray scrub is my first day at work. So right after I finished my CNA program at WCTC, I applied for like 15 jobs and I got the one that I really, really want. And that's why there's a brain in the picture, because I'm a neuro CNA right now at St. Luke's Hospital. And it changed my whole way of seeing life and how things can change in a blink of an eye, like say. And that's why I also put a picture of me masked, because right after I started, the whole COVID pandemic started as well. So I'm a CNA, and I'll be there for you, just like Friends TV show. And I'm really proud of where I am right now, and I would not be here if I didn't have the support of the group. So I'm really happy to be a CNA. I'm really happy to be a neuro CNA, and I am where I am right now because I have people to support me. If I was by myself, I would never, ever in a million years be where I am right now. And this is just the beginning.
So that leads us into the book. This book that we got to read this semester, I think I liked it a lot. I'm not saying the other one wasn't, you know, inspiring and all that, but this one you could really take a lot of things personally. So we have some of our favorite quotes. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task and another task and another. By the end of the day, the one task you completed will have turned into many tasks completed. I think that having this like being the beginning of the book just like really made you like, what was the quote from the beginning of the book? It really like opened your eyes and it was like, okay, if I do one thing, I can do anything. And that goes into some of the other quotes, like realizing the past failures had strengthened me, taught me that no one is immune from mistakes. True leaders must learn from their failures, use the lessons to motivate them, and not to be afraid to try again or to make through a tough decision. This was a rough semester, so we had this book to kind of keep us grounded. That there's people always go through things, and yeah, we just have to take our strengths and move forward. The book had lots of good quotes. And then the last one, the obstacle course is going to beat you every time once you start taking some risks. And that's what we had to do. We just had to switch over, take risks, and keep pushing.
And to finish our presentation, inspired by the book. Being at school, it's not easy, and being at school during a pandemic is a whole new level, and it truly is something that I'm not sure if I can explain. Having the book as part of a project helped us to see that we are capable of more than what we know. And it sure helped us to deal with a couple frustrations here and there. Having a partner showed us that we don't need to deal with struggles by yourself. And that's why I'm so thankful and grateful for being part of the MSMP, because like Emily said in the beginning, our paths would never cross if it wasn't for the MSMP. She's in the accounting program and I'm in the nursing one. So we don't overlap that. And I'm really, really thankful for having her as a partner, as Melody as our staff mentor, because we did everything together and we were really close. And I'm really happy that we had each other as a support group during all this weird moment that we are living. And
yes, I agree. Yeah, right. I was like, that was it. We got together really long, really well. I'm glad that we had the opportunity to be in this group, and I'm gonna keep doing it if you keep letting me.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll bother Melody as well.
Right. Yes, exactly.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, ladies. I'm gonna turn it over to Jenna's group, Jenna and Sarah. And then after that one, it's going to be Anthony and Angu. So if you guys could be ready. Thank you.
All right. Good afternoon and welcome to our MSMP PowerPoint. My name is Jenna and I am the student mentor of this group. I am in the radiology technician program, and then I'm transferring over to UW-Milwaukee in the fall and doing art education.
I'm Sarah, the student mentee. I study electrical engineering. I am oftentimes accompanied by our mascot, Arthur the Cockatiel. Arthur knows how to bark from the dogs in the Humane Society my family rescued him from.
My name is Trina Anderson. I am the staff mentor. I'm a student success navigator, and I hope you all just enjoyed the pictures of our made beds. Yay us. Okay, now we're going to share our takeaways from the book.
Chapter 2, You Can't Go Alone, resonated with me. I was a director of communications for MSU, and I tried taking on a lot of responsibilities. But I learned to share the work with Alejandra and other board members so I could balance my personal and life and contribute to the club at the same time.
My takeaway is chapter 3, The Only Size of Your Heart Matters. I'm small and thin, just like Tommy Norris, who proved himself so that he can be a sailor, and how I proved myself in the community is by doing mission trips, worked with the homeless in Milwaukee, and taught catechism.
Okay, I'm chapter 9, Give People Hope. And Gabe O'Neill previously in one of the presentations shared that that was also meaningful to them, and they talked about resilience during COVID-19. I want to share a quote from page 93. Hope is the most powerful force in the universe. With hope, you can inspire nations to greatness. With hope, you can raise up the downtrodden. With hope, you can ease the pain of unbearable loss. Sometimes all it takes is one person to make a difference. And we're each that one person for somebody. Now they're going to share a couple takeaways from the mentoring program.
Takeaways from the mentoring program is great guidance. Duran and Yolando are great at checking in, especially in this pandemic.
My mentors have been with me for every step of the semester, and they help me find successful strategies to take on challenging courses like Calculus 3. The
Best
recipe
takeaway?
workshop that I attended gave me the professional touch that I needed to impress employers in my hunt for an engineering internship.
Another takeaway is new friendships with other groups, and within a group, a very strong bond between the mentee, the mentor, and the staff mentor, and a strong bond between Duran and Yolando.
We attended practical workshops where we learned about the 8-week schedule for the fall semester and how to budget our finances. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
listening.
Did we do it? Was it 3 minutes?
Thank you, ladies.
job,
No,
yeah.
that was perfect. I'm going to turn it over to Anthony now, Anthony's group. If I know Sarah's group wasn't able to make it, had an emergency, but if Vanna or Monica are on here, if you can message me so I know if you're going to be going next.
Can you guys see the presentation?
See.
Okay, so unfortunately, Angu's not here right now. He's at work right now in a work meeting. So with MSMP, there we go. With MSMP, it was me as a student mentor, Sydney Flores as a staff mentor, and then Angu as a student mentee. I'm in the mechanical engineering technology program, and he's in the IT web and software development. So his thoughts on the book, one of his big takeaways was that it's not about the big decisions that make us better, but it's the little consistent choices that we make. And then his MSMP impact, or how MSMP impacted him, he got to meet new people, and with me being his student mentor, I was able to tell him about events that I attended, like loosely, and other various events at WCTC, and he said he would try to attend those in his next school year. So with his quarantine, he just moved into a new apartment, and I know he likes to stay healthy and work out a lot. And then he also did a TikTok challenge. I'll show you guys his video.
Got daddy, big tunes, got the clock banging. Less man, more baddies. What's that? That's a drop top caddy. Hey, bub daddy, bub daddy, bub daddy, bub daddy, bub daddy.
So that was just a little TikTok video that he made during quarantine. And then my insights on the book that we read this semester. Chapter 3 really resonated with me because at FedEx, some people are in chapter 3, he talked about heart over height and how that's important. And at FedEx, some people overlooked me and didn't think I could move the heavy boxes there. But I was soon recognized as the new hire of the month. That was the recognition award in the bottom right. And then how MSMP has impacted me. I attended USLI 2020, and there's a picture in the middle with Gloria Gloria Araya. She was the speaker for one of my favorite workshops, leadership embodiment. And then throughout the whole year, I just met a lot of new friends and just they helped me get through the school year. And then during my quarantine, I kind of learned how to cook. There's a couple images on the left that some stuff that I cooked. And then I also broke my hand earlier this month, and wasn't too fun, I guess. But with the group's experience, we were unfortunately not able to get like pictures in person, so we only got like Zoom pictures. But we still found a way to stay connected during this pandemic, and I enjoyed getting to know both Sydney and Angu a little more. And I'm not sure if Sydney's still in this call, but if she has any words she wants to say.
Yeah, thank you, Anthony. Yeah, no, it's been a pleasure getting to know both you and Angu, and it's been a very rewarding semester so far, and I want to wish you guys best of luck moving forward.
Yep, thank you. And that was the end of our presentation.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know we are over our time by a lot. I don't know if it's because we are in quarantine and we haven't seen each other in a long time and we got a lot to say. But I apologize to those that stuck with us. And you know, I did promise that I was going to try to get this done sooner than last semester, but obviously I was trying to motivate people in the messages, but folks, I think they had a lot to say. So I just have one last thing that I want to show. Can you guys see my screen? I would like to acknowledge and recognize the folks that will be graduating this semester. Alma is graduating. She is also going to be continuing with the fall internship. Kelly is graduating this semester and has already been hired on at Genesee Lake School. So she will be on. Both of these young ladies are moving on to bigger and better things. Madison and Mario graduated in the fall, in December, and are already out in their careers. We have Maritza and Miranda too, who graduated. Miranda graduated in December. Maritza will be graduating this semester. Tiffany and Stephanie graduated in December. Then we have Jenna and Sarah. They are both transferring on to different institutions. Jenna to UW-Milwaukee and Sarah to Winona State University. And in the next slides, I just want to recognize all the students that were on NTHS 3.0 or above. There's some more. And then those students that were on PTK 3.5 or above. So congratulations to all of you, and just wanted to share this last final quote. I saw this on social media the other day. I thought it spoke a lot of truth behind it. A young lady put this up there. So to those that are graduating or have graduated in December, kudos to you. We are proud of you. Know that you always have a home. You can always come back and visit, or if you ever need something, you know where to find us. So I'll stop sharing that. Again, just wanted to say thank you. Hope you guys have a long weekend. Know that I know we're not on campus, but the school is closed on Monday. Be safe. Enjoy your family. It's supposed to be 80 on Sunday. Also put some sunblock because we haven't been outside that much, so you'll probably get burned easily. And it was a pleasure having you guys on. Thank you again for sharing your presentations, your experiences. And we hope to see all you guys' faces soon back on campus, sooner than later.
Bro, do you want me to just email you the presentation? Because Monica didn't reply. And I'm still trying to get help with my accounting homework too. So I'm multitasking 2 different things at this point.
Yeah, if you can't, we already have it. So if you can't share it and Monica's not there, I'm going to just say we'll just have it in our email here. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Take care.
Let's see.